to my YouTube channel, Official Joel TV. So on this episode, I'll be discussing the legality of selling a family land. When does it become illegal to sell? Who can sell and who cannot sell a family land? Simply put, the family land is a land which belongs to the family as a whole, with no member having a separate claim to the property. Family land was defined by the Supreme Court in the case of Olusegun vs. Adebanjo. It said, the concept of family property is original to our indigenous society and is the bedrock of our law of inheritance. This is regarded correctly as the cornerstone of our indigenous land law. Furthermore, the management and control of anything relating to family land are usually vested in the family head and the principal member of the family. The questions then become, can the family head sell the family land without recourse in the family member? Number two, can any family member transfer the ownership in land to another party without the consent of the family head and principal members? On the first question, which is if the family head can sell the family land without recourse to other family members and principal members, there are two legal consequences. Number one, when a family head misrepresented the family land as his property, such a sale is void ab initio. The rationale behind this is that the property doesn't belong to him, and as such, he cannot transfer such ownership. Number two, on the second legal consequence is if the family head sells the family land on behalf of the family. Such a sale is voidable, that is, it is valid until it is rejected. In Salako vs. Dosumu, the court held that it is therefore the law that where a head of a family sells the family land without consent of the principal members of the family, the sale is not void, but prima facie it is voidable. Such a sale can therefore be set aside at the instance of the family. From this, it is evident that a sale of a family land by the family head would amount to either void or voidable depending on the capacity which he represented himself. Now, to define void and voidable. Void means it is wrong, there is no life in it, and it cannot be sustained ab initio. Then voidable means it can be good, it can be accepted until a rebuttal to reject it comes alive. Moving on to the second level of the question, which asks that if any family member can transfer ownership of the land to a third party. It is pertinent to state that any member of the family does not have the authority, whether in the personal or official capacity, to sell a family land. Such a sale is always void ab initio on this principle, and there has been a plethora of decisions on this case. In Fayehun vs. Fadoju, the Supreme Court per Caribe White, as it then was, had this to say: a sale of family land by a member of the family without the consent of the chief or head of the family is void ab initio. It is an essential customary element that the head of the family must be joined in this sale of the family property together with principal members of the family for such a transaction to become valid. In conclusion, family head is the caretaker and not the owner of the family property. Bearing in mind that ownership does not reside in him, he cannot transfer such to another party by acting arbitrarily or with selfish interest. Also, any other member of the family does not have any right to sell the family property. By now, I believe we understand how the sale of a family property can successfully come to life and when it becomes illegal to sell a family property. This is Official Joel TV. Stay tuned for more educational videos like this. Subscribe for more.